international service that offers first class, and we'll have a special report next week from our business editor, Greg Fairley, who is in Warsaw. Now this May, Etihad Airways will receive a very special Airbus A330 aircraft. It'll have on it parts that were built right here in the UAE. The 4 ailerons, which are on the wing, control the way an airplane rolls. They were built by Strata and delivered to the Airbus factory in Bremen in January. Strata builds aerostructures and is based in Al Ain. And I'm now joined by Badr Al-Olama, who is the CEO of Strata. Thank you so much for coming in, and all the way from Al Ain.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here.
Now in 2010 you delivered parts of the aileron. So why is it so significant now that you've delivered the whole part to Bremen?
I think this important achievement marks 3 major things. The first thing is we've moved away from being a manufacturer of simple parts to something that's much more complex. And the second thing is today we've become a tier 1, supplying directly into Airbus's supply chain. But most importantly, these parts were made by Emirati people. And it's being put on an aircraft that has the UAE flag. So that marks a big achievement for all of us.
Right, I can imagine everyone's excited for it coming back in May for Etihad, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think that the UAE, following this, has a role to play on the global aviation stage, especially in manufacturing?
Definitely. Mubadala Aerospace has a mandate to establish a global aerospace hub in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi and in the city of Al Ain. So we're looking into 4 different verticals, one being MRO, maintenance, repair and overhaul of aircrafts. Second being manufacturing, which is represented today by Strata. Third being pilot training. And fourth being an original equipment manufacturer. So if you can imagine with me, we can fix an aircraft, build parts for an aircraft, teach pilots how to fly an aircraft. So those are the kind of capabilities we're developing in the UAE for the UAE people.
Do you have a time frame for that?
It's 2030. This is part of Abu Dhabi's Economic Vision 2030.
Okay. So Strata supplies parts for the Airbus A330, the A340 and the A380. But you also have contracts for Boeing's 777 and the Dreamliner. So when are we going to see that happening? The
777 parts should be delivered this year and the 787 parts should be delivered next year.
Do you think it's going to be a problem? We've seen that the 787 has been grounded since January. Do you think that's going to be a problem for you?
Not at all. The 787 is a fantastic aircraft, and Boeing is a very important partner to us. So we have every faith in Boeing that whatever problems they are facing on the 787 will be resolved, and we are proud to be part of their supply chain as well on the 787.
Okay, let's go back onto the shop floor, as it were. You spoke of the Emiratis who built these ailerons. How much of your workforce are Emirati?
1 out of 3. So I've got 1 out of 3 people in Strata today are Emirati. We've got over 500 people, and approximately 180 of them are Emiratis today. On the shop floor, I've got approximately 100 ladies working today building aircraft parts.
So are you going into the schools or the universities and looking for potential people to work in Strata?
At the moment, we've been attracting a lot of high school graduates, and we take them through a nice training program. They do 4 months of theoretical, 6 months of training at a training school at the UAE University, and then they do 12 months on-the-job training. By then, they're as good as any aircraft technician that you can find in Airbus or Boeing.
Okay, well, Badr Al-Olama, the CEO of Strata, thank you so much for coming in, and we look forward to May.
My pleasure.